30 times. Ten times more. Two times more. Letting go and stop.
4 days of teaching people how to elevate their state increased immunoglobulin A in our research by 50%. Immunoglobulin A is your body's primary defense against bacteria and viruses. It's better than the flu shot. It's better than a flu shot. But that's not the information that people get. So there's a layer of programming that's happening. And the beauty behind all of this is nobody's buying information any longer. I love it. And I'm not prone to believe that guy in that tube telling me the way it is, and nobody should. And more people then, as they start to wake up to information, there's a change in energy. Because change in consciousness requires a change in energy. And now, a greater energy causes systems that were once stable to become unstable, to become chaotic. And chaos is just unpredictable order. It's novelty, it's newness, it's an unraveling of systems. So hang on. This is a really profound time because it's got to break. And when it breaks, something better come out of it. And it's not going to be governments and politicians and religious figures and whatever leading the way. There is no one leader. Everybody's got to lead. Just like those birds that move in one direction, or those fish that are all in a school and they're moving together, give the appearance of something bigger to predators. You study that principle in biology. It's called emergence. You think that there's one leader that everybody's following. Everybody's leading. And there's a stigma we have in our minds that if you lead with too much passion in your life, you're going to lose your life. Whether you're Martin Luther King or William Wallace or Joan of Arc or Abraham Lincoln, you're going to get it. And that stigma is branded in people's minds for a reason. But this is a time in history to not die for the truth. This is a time in history to live for the truth. And if you're working on your anger and frustration, and I'm working on my fear and anxiety and my judgment, and I'm taking care of me, and you emerge in that heart of yours, and I emerge in that heart, we are going to be like-minded. We're going to be connected by that invisible field. Now everybody's leading, and you just can't take out everybody now. So we can't wait for anybody else to take care of us. This is the fundamental time where something greater's got to grip us. Something greater. And if I see you demonstrating courage, I'm gonna jump in.
Thirty times. 10 times more. Two times more. Letting go and stop.
And all of this craziness that's going on is an important time. But when we stop doing all those things and reacting, and we start going, hey, what do? Oh, you're a solar panel guy? Oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, you're a doctor? Let's get together and let's start figuring out how to coexist. Oh, you're brown? I'm white? You're black? Who cares? That's the costume you're wearing to the masquerade. I celebrate your uniqueness. I'm weird too. And we're all like that. So the biggest lie is that kind of a way to create separation amongst people for the simple reason to disempower them into limitation, because now they're more dependent on pharmaceutical companies. They're more dependent on religion. They're more dependent on whatever it is that they need out there. But how can you give someone a sugar pill, a saline injection, perform some false surgery or procedure, and a certain percentage of those people will accept, believe, and surrender to the thought that they're getting an actual substance or treatment, and they begin to program their autonomic nervous system to make the exact pharmacy of chemicals equal to the substance they think they're taking. Now, is it the inert substance that's doing the healing? Or is it the body's innate capacity to heal? Because that sugar pill represents, it is a symbol of possibility. And you hand that person that pill, and they begin to select a new potential in the quantum field called, this could actually work. And if the doctor's enthusiastic, it'll work better. And if you name it something they can't pronounce, it'll work even better. And if you charge a lot more money for it, it'll work even better. And you make it sound like something that it can do for you, it'll work even better. Viagra, Niagara, it's a lot of flow. It's subconscious cues. So then, in the studies on depression, in the studies on pain relief, those people were making their own pharmacy of antidepressants, their own pharmacy of morphine. They were checking the receptor sites on the outside of the cells, and their body was making morphine. So then, do you need the sugar pill? Do you need the saline injection? Do you need to perform some false surgery or procedure? Because all they're doing is marrying a clear intention with the elevated emotion of optimism, of possibility, of inspiration. They're changing their state of being. All right, so the depression studies took 8 weeks, giving the person the pill every day. Most of them thought they were getting the actual substance because they felt so much better. The brain scans showed that they were better. They were getting the placebo. They went back to the researchers and said, I'm sorry, you must have given me the real medication. No, we gave you the placebo. That's how much better they felt. It wasn't one day. They didn't take it once and say, I'm better. He took it for 6 weeks, so then
Thirty times. Ten times more. 2 times more. Letting go and stop.
People are so entitled to thinking that the moment they press on their cell phone, they get answers and information. It's not how it works. This is a practice. Every day, changing your state of being. Doing it for 8 weeks without a sugar pill. Just marrying a clear intention and elevated emotion, changing your state of being without any exogenous substance. Sooner or later, you start feeling good. You practice feeling good every day for 8 weeks, you're going to start feeling good. It's just going to be the side effect. It just makes sense.
Yep. The interesting thing about what's going on, and by the way, let's go. Like really, like let's go. Like that was a call to action, and it's exactly it really resonates with everything that I feel, and then it contrasts with what appears to be the greatest mass nocebo experiment of all time, in which everywhere you look, it's a death count. Everywhere you look, it's this is going to kill you. You're not safe. You're never safe. No matter what you do, it's not safe enough. Don't sing Christmas carols. Don't have more than 2 households over for Thanksgiving. Like that's the whole point of Thanksgiving. All of this messaging that's coming across is a massive nocebo effect, which is triggering the exact opposite mechanism as the placebo effect. And we're in this world. But at the same time, it's a beautiful reflection of how much of this will we just gobble up? How much will we take before we reach out and find a community of other brothers and sisters, people willing to stand in their truth and in their sovereignty? And so when you look at this, and I alluded to this, the power of being around 1,000 people all going into the quantum together, all going into that meditation together, I felt it in the communities that I've been a part of. When we gather in any ceremony, it's even a biblical passage where 2 or 3 are gathered, the divine is sure to be present. Like there is some amplification effect from community. And is that what you see as the way forward? You said it's going to come from all of us. How important is community in this really revolution of ideas that's going on right now?
Well, let's go back to the person who breaks through and stands on the stage that had metastatic carcinoma from breast cancer. Cancer spread throughout her entire body. All she wanted to do was be able to pray again. Her father dragged her to the event. And all she wanted to do was be able to get on her knees and pray. She's a young girl. Couldn't bend over, couldn't walk. She was in so much pain because the cancer was spread through all of her spine. One moment, she was on the stage, couldn't feel any pain in her body, sobbing in tears. I sent her for a PET scan. Not an ounce of cancer in her bones. Where did it go? I mean, what happened there? You see that person on the stage, and our community gets closer.